another one.
What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the Cloud Slayer podcast. No, I'm just kidding. It's not a podcast, but it's my channel. I'm just looking at the reactions here to UFC here.
To keep your head up against the fence, so now that range,
everything's being a B. I was trying to keep the GoPro plugged in so I can have it on there for longer to watch this. But I guess this could be like a reaction to that. It's right now Battle Brian's getting whooped up on. Oh man, this gets to do with like the weirdest last name. Fakardinov. I believe that's how you say it, Fakardinov. It's pretty difficult, but man, he's putting in work on the ground. He's showing this younger man how it's done. You know, he's a way better wrestler. He's probably the best wrestler he's gonna face. They say technically, so if he can overcome this guy, sky's the limit. But he's getting beat up. I think Fakardinov, he might got this. I mean, if he doesn't slip, he kind of went for Battle went for like a triangle a little bit earlier, but Fakardinov was not in any like bad position or anything like that, so he wasn't really worried about that. It didn't seem like, anyways. So, I mean, he's still just putting in work, getting him on the ground here,
that left arm right now,
keeping that double. Oh, Battle might be looking for a Kimura. Yeah, he's in a real bad position and trying to do that. So. But hey, I hope everybody's doing well. I mean, so far I predicted for tonight. Whatchamacallit? Well, we're not even to the main card yet, but I predicted Cannonier was going to be Strickland. So we'll see what happens in this match, you know, or in this fight night. Dober. They got quite a bit of good lineup. You know what I mean? There's people with good records and stuff. Noticeable names. Even here in the prelims. Really good fight so far that I've seen. I mean, I just watched that Gabe versus Dvorak. Oh, man. Dvorak almost got tapped out in that first round at the end of that. Oh, man. Gabe almost had him, man. He had that Kimura pretty deep. He specializes in, like, arm cranks and stuff like that with, you know, arm bars and Kimura and stuff like that. So, oh, he didn't have the head body. He was going for a head body choke. But Battle didn't get it. Fakardinov was able to slip free, so he has really good submission defense. He has he even has his own arsenal, but he hasn't even shown anything yet. But I think he's still going to soften this kid up before he either tries to choke him out or tap him out. He might even just go for the knockout. Who knows? You got to really be in these guys' mind to really know what they're, you know, going for. And since you're not, you know, obviously you can't read minds, but get pretty darn close, right? Yeah. Anyways, yeah. Dvorak, he ate some shots, man. I thought he was gonna get knocked out too. So, but he didn't. He hung in there. He got 2 10-8 rounds, it seems like, from 2 of the refs, rightfully so. Probably the first and the second. Third one was probably the closest, probably the best round for him. He started putting it on him. He started to apply his own pressures and got Gabe a little bit tired. So Gabe tried to do a little bit of showboating, like bait him in a little bit, but you know, he held out. He sacrificed that third round. So I don't even think it was that close. I don't know why that third judge made it so close. It was only 1 point difference.
I'm impressed with the cut man's job. That Vaseline came out. Right?
Yeah, that was a pretty bad cut on Battle's eye. Oh man. Oh, it's going to decision. But gosh golly, man. Man, hope everybody's doing well. I know I am. So, I enjoy MMA. I've been watching it a lot since I was a kid. One of the things that got me into, going into like watching MMA and even practicing rolling with my friends growing up, who wrestled, played football, and all this other stuff. Various things, basketball, whatever have you. Right? Everybody wanted to kind of be a part of it. Where I grew up was the MMA type stuff, especially with like BJJ. I mean, none of us were really qualified to do it, but we did it anyways. So, but anyways, back to the story. At the I was 6th grade, I believe. We had a teacher, Johnny Smith, rest in peace there. Much love to that guy. He brought a lot of the powwow music back from Native people, but regardless, he brought like the original UFC tapes. He had the VHS tapes, and we'd play it for like fun days, free days, and all us boys wanted to watch that, right? You grow up around there, you almost had to fight, you know what I mean? So it was just how things were, and that's it was very enjoyable to watch regardless. So it was we seen that big like Samoan guy get his eyeball kicked into his skull almost, he's getting messed up. There wasn't really weight classes. It was awesome. People wearing shoes and stuff like that. So it just reminds you of how far the sport comes. But yeah, that's mainly what got me into watching MMA, and I was hooked ever since then. Always been a big fan. Brock Lesnar, like Frank Mir, Chuck the Iceman Liddell, Tito Ortiz, was a fan of him. Seen a lot of successful people. John Jones, I mean, before all his scandals and all that jazz, I don't know. I have tons of fighters that I liked over the years. I liked Kimbo when he was coming up until he got knocked out by Seth Petrozelli. I didn't not like him after that, but it was just you knew he probably wasn't really ready for like the UFC level. So you seen how like Roy Nelson took him on the ground, bullied him, got him in that crucifix position, which is almost darn near impossible to get out of, right? He just had way better jiu-jitsu than him. So it just means he wasn't as well-rounded, for the level of UFC. So. But, still a great fight. Man, Buckaroo is, he just smothers, man. He's just smothering this dude. Battle he doesn't have an answer for him. He's got to step up here. This is the 3rd round. He's got to figure something out. Don't give your back up too much. As long as he keeps his arm over. There we go. He got up. He just got taken right back down because he holds onto that double leg takedown. So it is what it is, I suppose. That's the name of the game. I mean, if you're superior at it, why not, right? Fight to your strengths. That's, you might make a mistake like Ronda Rousey did when she fought like Holly Holmes, She was trying to stand up with her. I guess she did try to take her down, couldn't take her down. Holly had really great takedown defense, but, I kind of call it, I was like, if she stands up with this world-class striker, she's probably going to get knocked out, and a lot of people thought I was just hating, but I'm a big-time Ronda Rousey fan, and all she did for the sport, and how she used, took all those girls down, and breaking arms even, so it was crazy. Judo off the charts. She was obviously, bronze medalist in judo. Very, very accomplished, and an ass kicker nonetheless, right? Now she's WWE and stuff, so making the big bucks, you know what I mean? All respect for WWE. I used to watch that too, way before MMA, essentially. So since I was a little guy, WWF, World Wrestling Federation, Worldwide Federation, whatever it was. The Rock, Sock Connection, The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Big Show, Kurt Angle when he first came in got submitted by Taz and didn't want to admit his loss and stuff like that. Mae Young's boobs because she had a baby with Mark Henry. Oh, hilarious. Mark Henry, world's strongest man. Shout out to that guy. Just a beast of a guy. A lot of people didn't know that he was actually a world's strongest man. So it's a fun fact for some of you guys out there if you guys were ever interested in that. I know when growing up, people were like, why did I call him the world's strongest man? So you never found out. It's because he competed in world's strongman competitions. So.
Risk you take in a style like Renat.
He was like first guy to pick up a certain amount of weight with a can-sized dumbbell and like hoist it over his head and shit like that. It was like a big deal. They had him in a room with a bunch of people just like watching him. It was crazy. Now people are doing way more weight than that. But, you know, there's freak athletes out there nowadays. Man, Battle's just getting, he's just getting his mud hole stomped. So, that was pretty good though. I'll probably, I'll get my other camera because this one I can't have hooked up and record apparently. So, this is my GoPro. GoPro, finally got one of those. Bite the bullet, bought it. So. Oh, he's dropping bombs. Watch out for those up kicks. Those hurt. Oh, Battle lost. He got dominated, I thought. Brian Battle must be somewhat native because he has like dream catchers and stuff. He might not be. I don't know.
Running around the ship.
Native American.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think Kendall Grove is Native American, right? If I'm correct. Navajo. Tall man. He was one of my favorite fighters too. He's the first guy I ever seen beat somebody from the ground. He was on ground, you know, on his back and you know, mostly the guard, but hitting from the bottom and stuff like that. Nobody ever freaking won before that on the ground, you know. So it was crazy to see, you know.